Happy Monday, Kimberly Panthers. This is Mr. Sally. Welcome you to another edition of my weekly video bulletin, but may come a little bit more often considering we are on a 2-week digital learning experience as a result of COVID. Parents, I'm extremely excited to be the principal here at Kimberly Elementary School as we are definitely weathering some different kinds of experiences. And I hope that the information that I'm able to share with you today, as well as in the coming days, will help all of us be able to get through this experience together and come out on the other side actually better equipped to deal with something like this again in the future. I know I'm a parent of two myself, who has a wife who's also an educator. And so everyone in my house is experiencing this, from my kids having to get online and participate in online learning, to my wife having to get up this morning and actually participate in online teaching with her first grade students. Which proves to be a challenge. And then for myself as the school principal, attempting to have the information and get the information for the rest of the staff, and then of course any parents and any community members that may in fact need to communicate with me. So I sent a call out just a few minutes ago. It was extremely long, and I tried to do something different by having some attachments of some documents that I'm going to show you during this video today, and then hopefully you'll be able to get those documents either from Twitter or Facebook or from our school website and or from the call out. So first off, I did want to just remind our parents that we are of course we're at the end of the quarter, and so grades are due to be put into the computer by our teachers tomorrow evening for accessibility to you through the parent portal by Friday. Unlike previous report card distributions, we will not be able to mail those out to you because we are not in the building to have access to that. So please know that you'll be able to access those through the parent portal. If you have not gained access to the parent portal, I ask that you please email me directly you can get my email address directly from any email that I've sent you, from any letter that's gone out to you, or you can go to our school website and look under staff information or look under the principal's page, and there'll be a link to my email address there. If I can verify that that is in fact you, then I will share that information with you by return email, so you will be able to access your child's report cards. Unless, of course, I'm told otherwise, but that's the plan at this particular point. Please note that our teachers are using both Class Dojo and Google Classrooms as a means to provide instruction to your kids while they're out, as well as on Friday we sent home packets with each one of our grade level students. For those students that were not present at school on Friday, we are using the book box outside of our school in our car rider line as a place where we have stored additional packets that are each labeled by grade level. So if you have an opportunity to get by the school, you'll be able to go and get those out of the bird box in the car rider line. Please note that the gate is locked, so you'll have to pull up outside of the gate and then walk onto the campus to get the items from the book box. If your child is unable to access the information in the book box, no fear, because again, we still have that available online as well. Teachers are being asked to be online and readily available to communicate with either you or your child via Class Dojo and or interact with your student in the Google Classroom between the hours of 9 and 10:30 a.m. every day, completely. But they will remain available throughout the regular school time to respond to emails throughout the day and communicate with kids as needed. Again, that communication can happen through Class Dojo, through the Google Classroom, or via email as well. If your child doesn't have internet access at home, there's some information that was shared via Twitter, via Facebook, and I think actually through the news as well, where Xfinity actually has free Xfinity Wi-Fi for everyone You can connect to any of the Xfinity hotspots, but that information is on Twitter as well as Facebook, and you can actually go to Comcast or Xfinity's website, and they'll share information with you about that. For some of our students who may need to get some food over the break, we have some emergency student meal distribution sites. The one that's closest to you is the one at Bunch Middle School, so I'm putting that up there. Bunch Middle School is located on Niskey Lake. Starting next week, the district is actually moving to have additional sites. They're looking to have at least about 60 additional sites for this. And so please make sure that you are utilizing this resource as well. Our clinical therapist and our social worker and our counselor have put together some mindfulness activities, things that kids can do if they are starting to feel uneasy as a result of this time out. And I know parents, again, like I said, I have 2 kids myself, and the question that my kids are always asking me is, what does this mean? Will things get, will we ever be able to leave the house again? Will we get sick, and all those kinds of things. And I think that it's important for us to, be honest with our kids while at the same time alleviating some of their anxiety. This definitely is an opportunity for us to reevaluate how and how often we interact with others. And ensuring that we are taking some safety measures as it relates to, washing our hands, not touching our faces, coughing into tissue and throwing it away, and of course, as this is spreading, now we are not gathering in large gatherings of, over 200 people. And again, as we get more information will be shared by the media as it relates to what direction we get from CDC and the Department of Health. But my hope is that we'll be back in school within the next couple of weeks and be able to love on our kids just as we have before, because the major threat will be gone. But in the event that we aren't, we have developed a digital learning plan that is being revamped every day. I meet with the teachers online starting tomorrow at 10:30 every day to reevaluate the digital learning plan. But we did send home copies of our digital learning plan for K2. That digital learning plan includes 20 minutes of reading, 20 minutes of math, and 20 minutes of writing, as well as access to our digital resources in my backpack. And for grades 3 through 5, it includes 30 to 40 minutes of reading, 30 to 40 minutes of math, and 30 minutes of writing. And again, our students can use our digital resources through My Backpack, through Zern, through iExcel, through ReadWorks, and all of those. And our boys and girls should know how to access those. But if they don't know how to access My Backpack can be accessed by typing in https://launchpad launchpad.classslink.com/Atlanta. Again, it's https://launchpad.classlink.com/Atlanta. And I'm going to hold that up here so you can see that. I want to make sure you can see it. And that way kids can get into My Backpack and they will have the opportunity to access a lot of, or basically all of our digital resources within Atlanta Public Schools. APS is also looking at some contingency plans. If in fact we are closed for more than the 2 weeks, that would again be looking at how accessible technology is to our families. So I am asking, I think in the call out I did ask, if your child does not have a laptop or a computer at home that they're able to use, please let your child's teacher know through Dojo or email. If you are not connected to your teacher's Class Dojo account, and or you do not have access to, your child does not have access to their Google Classroom, please, mom and dad, get on our school website, email your child's teacher through the staff page link, and let them know that, so that way they can send you those codes. Sometimes I know we try and limit the amount of communication that we have because we feel bombarded by some of the communication methods. But it's times like this that we need to be completely transparent and say that we must be able to communicate with you, and you must be able to communicate with us at all times. So this actually concludes my message. I hope that it was some information that will be useful to you. Again, I will plan to get back on again later in the week, should and if things change and I need to give some more information, but I'll continue putting things out on Twitter. So make sure you follow us at APS Kimberly or PRIN_Sally. Those are, I have my Twitter page as well as our Kimberly Twitter page. Our Instagram page is the same, APS Kimberly, and my Instagram page is PRIN_Sally. You can also follow us on Facebook, which is also at APS Kimberly. Okay, so all of our addresses are APS Kimberly. So again, this was an important message from the principal of Kimberly Elementary School, where we strive to build hope in action, belief in action, success in action. We're Panthers who roar, respect others, own responsibility, always safe, and ready at all times.